Happy Wednesday, church. I hope that your July, can you believe it? Your July has gotten off to a great start. And I hope that you have been spending some time each morning in reflection for the challenge that Pastor Charlie posed to you this past Sunday. If you weren't in church, if you didn't get a chance to hear the message yet, let me give you a recap. Essentially, we were talking about judgment and hypocrisy and how sometimes we lead by asking others, you've heard this saying before, to pull the plank out of their eye before we have pulled the log out of our own. So essentially, sometimes we try to point out someone else's downsides or downfalls or the things that they are doing wrong before we are willing to face the mirror and look at ourselves. Instead, what we can be doing is reflecting on God's grace and mercy within our own lives. And so Charlie had posed a challenge, and that challenge is to get up every morning to give thanks and reflect upon the abundant grace and mercy God has given you. Allow that to be something that guides your every steps throughout the days and guides your interactions. So how are you doing with that? I know for me that sometimes the week itself is harder than other weeks, depending on what's going on in the news, depending on what's going on in my own household. And let me tell you, this week is one of those weeks where I woke up on Monday and I said, I can do this. And then my house got sick and my kids got sick on Tuesday, and I thought, okay, this is going to take a little bit more effort. And it's been a hard week in the life of our nation, and I think that has really helped me as well to think about, okay, what does it really mean to have God's abundant grace and mercy in our lives? And for me, it's always a return to God wants to be in relationship with me. And God wants to be in relationship with you. God wants to be in relationship with everyone. God comes to us even when we don't come to God. And because of that, God sees everybody and wants to be with everybody. God is love and loves everyone. And so for me to be reminded daily that those are the guiding words for us as well. God is love, that we are to love everyone. It means that I look at a person and say, you are a child of God, a person of worth. You are made in the image of God. Now, it's hard sometimes, right? Because that applies to everyone. We talked about this a few weeks ago about loving our enemies. It's about seeing everyone for their humanity, then walking alongside of them and remembering that sometimes there are moments in people's lives where they are in need of transformation, but we are all in need of transformation as well. So if anything, it allows you to stop, right? If you're about to write that mean Facebook comment, if you're about to say something that is not very nice or it's a little bit nasty to someone, at least it can stop and say, we are all on a journey. We are all in need of transformation, and we were all extended grace and mercy when we did not deserve it. So friends, I invite you to continue with this challenge for the week where you stop, where you pause, where you reflect on that grace and mercy, and then from there, see how that might transform the way that you look at people in your life, the ones that you love, your neighbors, the ones that drive you up the wall. And for the rest of the week and onward, continue with that practice. Happy Wednesday.